The first thing we're going to go over here, I'm going to show you how to do this snare roll, which is a drop transition to the next phase of your beat right here. I'm going to play a frame play, which I worked up. So you hear the little snare roll right there. I'll play it by itself real quick. Got it right here. In order to get these fast snares right here, first of all, the tempo of the beat, I'm using high tempos instead of lower tempos. I made the beat at 125. Actually, it was supposed to be 130. If you do the math, 130 in high tempo is really a like a 65. It's actually the tempo is really 65, but since we're doing the high tempo, it's 130. But so that's the first phase right there, is to do the high tempos. You can do it also with the low tempos too. What you would do is you just use quarter steps instead of half steps. So basically, what you're gonna do, if you want to do the snare roll, you're gonna drag the snare. I used the DT Snare 14. I'm gonna provide a link for you guys to download that one right there. You can go on producerlounge.com and download that. All right, so what you do, obviously, you're probably not a noob in not a noob in FL Studio, so you know how to use the stuff. So what you're gonna do is just drag the snare over, and then you're gonna right click. The piano roll won't be checked, so you right click and bring it into piano roll. The piano roll is gonna get brought up. Now this stuff won't be here, obviously, and you're gonna want to do it on C5. So what we do here, like I said, you click this little magnet tool, and then you're gonna switch it to snap to half steps. Now what you do here, now when you usually paste a note on here, it's usually a square like that, and it takes up a whole step. But what you do once you switch it over to the half steps, you can then go to the edge, click and drag it, and now it's only taking up a half of a step. And then what you can do is you can actually put two notes in one step, which would make them much faster. So what you do, what I did right here for this snare roll, this is one of my favorite kinds to do. It's kind of like a burst in the beginning, and then it just dies out. You just start and you drag it all the way and then you do half of that one right here. I'm not going to explain how to do the whole thing. You can pause the video and copy it if you'd like. Anyways, that's what it sounds like. Very nice. Sounds very nice. On the beat. I'll play it for you one more time. As you can see, my brothers, the bass and kick back right after that. All right, now to master and mix your snare right here, I have it on its own channel, channel 7. That if you don't know how to do that, you click this, and when your channel settings come up, change the effects right here. It'll be right there. Change it to 7, so now it's got its very own mixer channel. You can see right here, the meter is going up for only the master and 7. So what you do, you go to your mixer channel 7. I pulled up a parametric EQ2, kind of boosted up the higher ends and lowered the lower ends, and but put a little bit of that low mid up too. And what that does, it just clears it out. You get that nice treble, and trims out all the air sound from down here. Then you're gonna throw a reverb on that guy, and I like to bring the low cut down to like 4 or 560. Keep the high cut like 4.6. Dim the reverb down. You want to stick between like 10 to 15% reverb. Sometimes you can get away with less or more. It all depends on the sound you're trying to go for. But too much reverb, sounds very, very cloudy and ugly. So, like I said, I like to keep it down to between 10 to 15. And that's pretty much what you do right there. It's very easy to do this snare roll right here, and it's a very, very effective job. Next, we're going to be going over how to do your kick and bass, so stay tuned.